Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back. I'm out. I did my week. Thank all of you. I've received so many emails and things in my PO box, and just a lot of kind words and support. I appreciate each and every one of you. I missed you guys, and just this whole thing when it just can be a mixed emotions of how these type of things go, and the frustration that comes with being a creator and doing these things. Honestly, the one that got me in trouble, I was more shocked over that than some of the other ones I've put out. But there's things are very vague. Sometimes when you get that, I did appeal it. That didn't go anywhere. I didn't think it would. I just did it to say my piece. The only thing they came back was they found my content to be egregious. And by the way, I put this on Rumble, but if you're not on Rumble, I talked about this little incident and how things unfolded. And if you go and look up the Latin meaning of egregious means out of the herd. So that is an absolute compliment from them. And I appreciate that from them. But I am back. I will say that I am sorry. I know it's hard. I dreaded going to another platform and doing Rumble. And I started backing my stuff up over there just for things, kind of like this, or only certain content that I thought, would be too risky over here or anything. But I think I'm going to have to use it more. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't have it. I don't have even a fraction followers. It is what it is. But, the community, everything isn't over there like it is here. But, as creators, our hands are really tied, and it just gets worse and worse. And from one time to the next, something's not going to fly, or even from, one creator to the next, we can cover same topics, or, same articles, which is something I did, which is what I covered and read about. Some of us will get it and others won't, but we're doing what we can. I will try to let you guys know where things are, why I go. I have people sending me things about try Telegram, try this, try that. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot to keep up with. I may put up a poll or something and see or put it in the comments, what you guys think. But I am here today to do what I do and give you information to help. And I want to talk to you about Moringa today. A lot of people may or may not know about that one. You can get that, it's a tree. I do have seeds that I received as a gift in that package I had talked about from Buckeye Seed Garden. And you can do that, but you can buy that if you don't grow on your own. You can buy it in powdered. You can dry it in like dried crumbles. The leaves are crumbled. You use the leaves, or capsules. A lot of people do capsules, or you can do like a tea with it. There's oils and stuff, lots of different ways. And I will please always check my descriptions, because I will put warnings, and I will put, some little kind of heading type notes and stuff down there. Okay. There is a warning with this one. If you are on medications, prescription for diabetes, for high blood pressure, or thyroid medicine, it can mess with that. I talk about different things that can help that. It can help. But if you're on those medications, it could drop things too low, or different things like that. So always, like I say, always do things safely, speak with your doctor, monitor things more closely if you're taking anything. Now, more with Moringa, this isn't something you take, every single day, forever. The leaves are what are used. I think them dried and using it like an herb is the best way, because you're not taking a high amount. You're kind of getting a little bit, but then there are certain conditions. I would say, take it more in a supplement, a powder or capsule form. Speaking on that, wording, some of my wording may be different. Like I may say things like, it may help. Okay. That's just the games we have to play over here. Okay. You may have to do even more reading between the lines, because I'm jumping through hoops you just don't even know. So moving on. You can do it, like I said, the leaves, you can do it, dried, kind of like a crushed herb or anything like that, and just add it to like rice or soups or anything you would like use a, herb or spice with. To me, that's the best way, because it's small amounts and you get that. So let's get into things it does. It is really good for detoxing toxins, pollutions, different exposures. This is a big one for this, is Moringa, okay? And you know how I've talking about certain things, even if you haven't, but there's like exposures from that. Okay. So huge nutritional support and benefits. It's a really good, it's one of those things that is considered a superfood because it has higher vitamin C than oranges. So again, conditions, certain seasons or things going around, exposures, you would do this, you would take it more, but not every single day all the time. Higher potassium than bananas. It has high in vitamin A. I talk about vitamin A being great for viral stuff and other things, but that vitamin E, B6 and B2, iron, calcium. This is a good one for using it like just regularly as an herb, spice, put it in things for preventing and doing things for osteoporosis. Has magnesium, protein, amino acids. I talk about how we need amino acids for different things. It is a very high anti-inflammatory. It is higher than turmeric for an anti-inflammatory. Now, I love turmeric, so I wouldn't say don't ever use that, only use this. You know, you balance those things out. High antioxidant, which is going to do your free radicals. From the beginning of my channel, I talk about free radicals and what those do inside of us and why we need to get that down. It's also very high in fiber. So some it can, if you take high doses, it can mess up your stomach, but it's a good source of natural fiber. So this is it may help daily, smaller amounts, not really large amounts. It may lower blood sugar levels. That's why I say monitor those things. Speak with your doctor if you're on any kind of prescription for these things. Type 1 and 2 for that, okay? It can lower your cholesterol. It is a good for not getting big C, not cough C. That's how we're going to have to do that one. GI issues, ulcers, ulcer colitis, any kind of, if someone has like a gastrointestinal, diarrhea, different things, gastric, big C stuff, that is good for that. Edema, kidney disease, anything like that, it helps with that. Skin stuff. Now you can do like a poultice, you can do oils, you can even soak steep a tea bag and put it on if you have a skin things, infections, acne, viral warts, burns, bites, any kind of wounds, fungal infections, anything like that on the skin. You can do that. It's good at protecting your liver. Now this is a good, what they call a stabilizer. And it is a brain and CNS, which is central nervous system stabilizer. It's good for that because it raises your serotonin. It's also good for mood swings and different things when I talk about, and you can read about if you have low serotonin, what that does. This is good at stabilizing that. So insomnia, depression, fatigue, things like that. It's really good. Joint pain, arthritis, about a month. Taking that about a month is what you're going to do to see the difference. I have people ask me, well, how long do I need to take, said whatever before I see a difference? Something you have to understand with, holistic, herbal stuff, anything like that, I think is a lot in, modern society life. Things are, if you went to a doctor, you would get some type of prescription or something, and it was like, oh, you're going to feel something within 24, 48 hours and whatever. This works different because it works with our body and things have to rebalance. And sometimes it has to take the bad stuff out. It's not to just treat symptoms. It's to, help fix underlying causes of those symptoms. And that's why people will see the difference. A lot of people give up on naturopathic ways because it's like, oh, it didn't happen. It didn't happen within a couple of days. And I expect this. It doesn't. And that's why I say things like this to work, it has to be a lifestyle. That's just how this is. It's a lifestyle. Yes, there's things that we take for acute situations. We do it then. But as far as, how it works and keeping us balanced. And then a lot of times once you get things balanced and you've been doing things for a while, you do see more of immediate. If you have an acute situation, you take certain things and you see that because, we've supported our bodies. So other things, Candida, I talk about so many people, almost everyone has some type of candida, bad bacteria overgrowth, yeast overgrowth, things like that, cause all kinds of issues. This is, another good one. I talked about the video I did that was for the ladies, different thing, hormones, it's just good for hormones, both men and women. It's good for, natural, stabilizer that's natural for like libido, testosterone levels in men, different things like that. It lowers your cortisol. I've talked about some of this as a repeat for the ones ladies who watched my other video. We talk about how cortisol, what that does, it gets too high, different stress, different age, different conditions, everything exposures can cause that. So, because it helps lower your, stress level and the cortisol. Now this is, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, different things like that. So I want to say that a good thing it also can be used for is, okay, well, first let me say, don't eat the seeds. Don't do that. I've heard people say about that. I will never tell you. I am telling you information coming from me. My, thoughts and everything on that is do not eat the seeds. I am never telling you that. But the seeds can be used to purify water. I have also seen different things where people will use the leaves to purify water because it can bind and removes, heavy metals, toxins, salt, and different things. It'll bind that to the seeds and remove it. And of course, you have to strain that off with like a cheesecloth or something like that. But it's good for that. Usually like in books and study, when I would do that, they would usually say 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground seeds per half gallon. So that's how you figure it out. So moving on, again, another reference to the video I did for the women. This is good. If you didn't see that video, ladies, this is a good one for, menopause type symptoms because of the balancing of the hormones and lowering your cortisol. Thyroid is going to help, thyroid. Again, that's a warning one. If you're on thyroid medication, you need to check about taking this because this is one, it can interact with thyroid medications. Okay, please always be safe. So because of that, helps your energy, sleep, digestion, all that type of stuff is affected by people with thyroid issues. Alzheimer's, dementia, it helps with that. I talked about because, the stabilizer for the brain, it helps with the serotonin, it helps with the dopamine that is needing that is affected by people who have that. Depression, oxidative stress, I've talked about that because of the high vitamin C and vitamin E in this. It's good for that. More warnings, pregnant women, nursing women should not take it. There are some studies say that very low doses of the powder form is okay, but again, I would check before I do it, or there are things that are safe to use during pregnancy and different things that you wouldn't have to worry about, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I already said, don't take the seeds or seed extracts. I've seen people will sell seed extracts and get them. I am telling you from my side, out of my name being attached to it, I do not recommend eating the seeds or seed extract at all. So, and like I said earlier, it can have a laxative effect if, depending on how much you take. Now, like I say, with most things, if it's something you've never taken before, go low, do a skin patch test and see how you do. Go low and then build up from there. So I would say start, 1/8 to 1/4 a teaspoon and see if you're taking like a powder form or something and see how you do. Or just, take some of the dried herbs. The dried leaves they use like herbs and put it on stuff and see how you do. But it's a really good one to know and has tremendous benefits. You just, like different things, it has precautions. Be smart, be safe. But it's something I think is worth everyone knowing and having on hand. That's, my opinion about a lot of different things. So hope it helps you guys. Everyone stay well. God bless. And I will see you next time.